Good morning, sir. Let me introduce myself. My name is Bindu and I am from EC department in Srinivasa Ramanujan Institute of Technology. Today I am explaining about the polar plots. First of all, introduction to polar plots. Polar plots are graphical representation of data in a two-dimensional coordinate system. They use a radial coordinate and an angular coordinate to define points. Polar plots are particularly useful for visualizing data that has a directional components. And next, understanding polar coordinates. In polar coordinates, each point is defined by a distance from the origin and an angle from a reference direction. This distance is usually denoted as r and the angle theta. This system differs from Cartesian coordinates which use x, y paired to define points. And next, numerical problem on polar plots. The problem statement is the open loop transfer function of a unity feedback system is given by g of x s is equals to 1 by s of 1 plus s into 1 plus 2s. Sketch the polar plots and determine the gain margin and phase margin. Solution. G of j omega is equals to 1 by j omega 1 plus j omega 1 plus 2j omega. Mod g of j omega is equals to 1 by root 1 by omega root in 1 plus omega square into root of 1 plus 2 omega square, that is equals to 1 by omega root of 1 plus s omega square plus 4 omega power 4. Angle G of j omega is equals to minus 90 minus tan inverse omega minus tan inverse 2 omega. Omega C1 is equals to 1 by 2 is equals to 0.5 radians per second. Omega C2 is equals to 1 by 1 is equals to 1. And next omega 0.35, 0.4, 0.45, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 1.0. Mod g of j omega equals to 2.2, 1.8, 1.5, 1.2, 0.9, 0.7, 0.3. Angle g of j omega is equals to minus 1, 144, minus 150, minus 156, minus 162, minus 171, minus 175.175, minus 193. And next, this is the polar graph. Here it is 0 first and minus 90 degrees, 180 degrees, and minus 220 degrees. First of all, we plot the omega equals to 0.35, and next we omega equals to 0.4, omega is equals to 0.45, omega equals to 0.5, omega equals to 0.3, omega equals to 0.5. This is the polar graph. And next gain margin k is equals to 1 by mod g of j omega pc is equals to 1 by 0.7, that is equals to 1.478. In dB, k is equals to 20 log 1 by 1 by 1 mod g of j omega pc, that equals to 20 log 1 by 0.7, that is equals to 3.09 dBs. Applications of polar plots. Polar plots are widely used in fields like engineering, radars, and navigation. They are particularly effective for representing periodic functions and waveforms. Additionally, polar plots can visualize complex numbers and phasors, aiding in electrical engineering applications. Thank you for giving this opportunity.